In this video, we will discuss about the Lorentz force. Before we go to the Lorentz force, let us understand very important concepts of Oersted observation. According to the Oersted observation, a current carrying wire produces a magnetic field. We know that current or flow of a current in a conductor is basically flow of electrons in a opposite direction. As we know that the electron is a charged particle, so we can say that the flow of these charged particle induces the magnetic field. So we can say that a charged particle which is moving must have produces a magnetic field, or a moving charge particle produces or induces a magnetic field. Now, one more further point is that if suppose this charge, as we discussed, a moving charge particle, suppose this Q charge particle is moving along this direction. So, a moving charge particle induces a magnetic field around it. When this charge particle is placed or it is moving in some magnetic field, I suppose the cross sign tells us the direction of a magnetic field which is perpendicularly downward. So when this charge particle is moving in this magnetic field, then we know that the magnetic field is also produced by this charge particle. So as it enters into this magnetic field, the magnetic field induced by this charge and the outside magnetic field which is supplied from the external source, this magnetic field produced by the charge particle and this magnetic field external must interact with each other. And as they interact with each other, then causes a force of attraction or repulsion, causes a force on this charge particle. मीन्स जब अगर कोई चार्ज पार्टिकल मूव करता है तो वो इंड्यूस करता है मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. सो जब वो किसी दूसरे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड रीजन में इंटर करेगा तो अपना मैग्नेटिक फील्ड और बाहर का मैग्नेटिक फील्ड करेंगे, एंड दिस इंटरेक्शन कॉजेज अ फोर्स ऑन दिस चार्ज पार्टिकल. जैसे सपोज आई एम हैविंग ए मैग्नेट, दिस मैग्नेट मस्ट प्रोड्यूस सम मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. जब मैं दूसरा मैग्नेट ले आऊं, उसका खुद का भी क्या होता है, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होता है. व्हेन आई मेक देम क्लोज, तो व्हाट हैपन्स, सो दे कॉज अ फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन और रिपल्शन. सो ये फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन और रिपल्शन क्यों लगती है? बिकॉज ऑफ दिस फील्ड ऑफ दिस मैग्नेट एंड फील्ड ऑफ दिस मैग्नेट बोथ इंटरेक्ट विथ ईच अदर. सो दिस इंटरेक्शन कॉजेज अ फोर्स ऑन ईच अदर. So similarly, the magnetic field produced by this charge particle, as shown in here also, as this charge particle is moving in a magnetic field, it creates some field around it because of this motion, and this field interact with the outside field, and this field causes a force on this charge particle. So I want to calculate this force. Now the force experienced by the charge particle in a magnetic field. So I consider the direction of magnetic field is cross side. Cross means it is pointing into the plane of blackboard or plane of this paper, that is downward to this paper. So now a charge particle is moving in this magnetic field. I take the magnitude of the charge particle is Q with a velocity V, and the magnetic field is capital B. Now it is observed that if I keep on increasing the magnitude of the charge, अगर मैं इसका चार्ज का मैग्नीट्यूड को बढ़ाऊं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, it is observed that when I use 1 coulomb charge which is moving in the magnetic field, and then I calculated the force. Again, in second experiment, I increased the charge by 2 coulomb. I observed that my force get doubled. जो इसमें फोर्स थी उससे वो डबल हो गई. Similarly, if I increase the charge by 3 coulomb, my force also get thrice. So it means that as I am increasing the charge, my force is also increased. So one thing we observed that the force experienced by a charged particle is directly proportional to the charge. That is, charge of a particle which is moving inside a magnetic field. Now I increase the velocity. So first again my velocity was somewhat v, then my force was f. Now I increase the velocity by twice. I observed that my force also get doubled. मैंने velocity को thrice कर दिया, 3 गुना कर दिया, मेरी force भी 3 गुना हो गई. तो जैसे जैसे मैं velocity को बढ़ा रहा हूं मेरी force भी बढ़ रही है. So that is, force experienced by the charged particle depends upon the velocity and it is directly proportional to it. So we can say that we got a second outcome, that is, magnetic force depends upon the velocity of a charged particle. Again, in third case, I keep the magnetic field as a B. Then my force is F. Now I increase the magnetic field by twice. I observed that my force is also get twice. If I increase the magnetic field by thrice, my force also become thrice. So from this we conclude that कि force is directly proportional to the magnetic field. जैसे जैसे मैं magnetic field को बढ़ा रहा हूं, मेरी force, जो magnetic force भी बढ़ रही है charged particle के ऊपर. So the third outcome what we got is the force, magnetic force is directly proportional to the magnetic field. Now, one more observation we got is that when a charged particle is moving along the direction of magnetic field, यहाँ पर magnetic field की direction जो है वो नीचे की तरफ है. अगर मैं charged particle is also moving along this direction, downward direction, perpendicularly downward direction, so it is observed that the charged particle does not experience any force. That is, the charged particle is moving along magnetic field. So that is, velocity is parallel to magnetic field. I make the charged particle to move perpendicularly upward. अब मैं ऊपर की तरफ जिस डायरेक्शन में पेन है उस डायरेक्शन में इसको मूव करवाता हूं. तो आई ऑब्जर्व दैट अगर चार्ज पार्टिकल इस डायरेक्शन में भी मूव कर रहा है, देन ऑल्सो द चार्ज पार्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस ए जीरो फोर्स जब V एंटी पैरेलल है. So again the force is zero. The force experienced by the charged particle is maximum when velocity is perpendicular to the magnetic field. ये पाया गया कि जो फोर्स है, जो मैग्नेटिक फोर्स लग रही है चार्ज पार्टिकल के ऊपर, मैक्सिमम होगी कब? जब वेलोसिटी, जब कोई चार्ज पार्टिकल इस मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के परपेंडिकुलरली मूव करेगा. यानी कि यहां पर फॉर दिस केस यहां पर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड नीचे की तरफ है, डाउनवर्ड, परपेंडिकुलर डाउनवर्ड, और द चार्ज पार्टिकल इज मूविंग अलोंग दिस डायरेक्शन, अलोंग दिस डायरेक्शन. सो बोथ आर perpendicular to each other. So in that case your force on the charged particle is maximum. So this is very important thing is that, so when the angle is 90 degree then the force is maximum. When the angle is 0 degree the force is minimum. So from this observation we conclude that the magnetic force is directly proportional to the sine of theta, that is angle between the velocity and the magnetic field. So the magnetic force is directly proportional to the sine theta. See here, if sine 90 is there, it is 1, that is maximum value. But when it is 0 degree, that is sine 0, that is 0. The force is 0. So we observed that the force experienced by the charged particle depends upon these 4 factors. So if you combine all these factors, then the force becomes 2q, v, b and sine of theta. So this is our magnetic force. Now if you write this in the form of vectors, so it becomes Fm is equal to q v cross b. Now what should be the direction of magnetic force? The direction of magnetic force is given by right hand thumb rule. Suppose this is your A and this is your B, and you want to find out the direction of C, that is equal to A cross B. Then the direction of C is given by right hand thumb rule. Fingers and thumb mutually perpendicular to each other, like this one. Now rotate the fingers from A to B. First is A and second is B. So you will rotate the fingers from A to B. So I suppose this is A and this is B. Rotate the fingers from here. Place the fingers along this direction, that is A, and rotate the finger towards B with the shorter angle. Thumb will represent the direction of force. This is your thumb. Thumb is pointing upward. So direction of C will be equal to perpendicularly upward. So similarly, more about the magnetic force. From here you can see that if Q is 0, अगर चार्ज 0 है तो मैग्नेटिक फोर्स भी क्या आती है? 0 आती है. अगर पार्टिकल न्यूट्रल है, if the charge particle is not there, it is a neutral particle, and any neutral particle which is moving in the magnetic field does not experience any force because the charge is 0. Further, if velocity is 0, अगर velocity 0 है तो particle क्या हुआ? वो that is particle is stationary. अगर particle stationary है, then again the force is also equal to 0. And if magnetic field is 0, that is also there. And furthermore, if the angle theta is equal to 0 degree or 180 degree, अगर charge particle पैरेलल में मूव कर रहा है, along the direction of magnetic field मूव कर रहा है, या उसके opposite direction में मूव कर रहा है, इन दोनों केस में magnetic force भी क्या होगी? वो 0 हो जाएगी. Suppose a charge particle is placed in both electric and magnetic field, then what is the total force experienced by the charge particle? So we know that the force experienced by a charged particle in a magnetic field, as we have done now also, the magnetic force is given by cross product, that is equal to Q into V cross B. So this is your force experienced because of magnetic field. Now what is the force experienced because of electric field? We know that the electric field is equal to force per unit charge. So from here you can see that the force experienced by the charged particle in an electric field is equal to charge. Here you can see the force is equal to how much? Charge multiplied by electric field. So it is nothing but it is a charge multiplied by electric field, that is E vector. So what is the total force experienced by it? Then the total force experienced by it, that is given by the F vector, is equal to magnetic force plus electric force in vector form. So if you solve it, you will find that it is Q into E plus V cross B. Q I had taken common. So this is known as a Lorentz magnetic force. So this is your comprehensive formula which tells us the force experienced by a charged particle in both electric field as well as magnetic field. About the unit of magnetic field. The unit of magnetic field is Tesla. To honor a scientist named Tesla, Nicholas Tesla, so they honor him by keeping a unit of magnetic field as Tesla. So now next is, how will you define, or when we can say that the magnetic field is 1 Tesla? So we can define it with the help of the Lorentz magnetic force. So calculating the magnetic field is equal to what? F divided by QV sin theta. So we can say that the magnetic field is said to be 1 Tesla if 1 coulomb charge is moving with 1 meter per second velocity perpendicular to the magnetic field, and the force experienced or causing a force on a charged particle equal to 1 Newton, then we can say that the magnetic field is 1 Tesla. There are some other unit of magnetic field, that is Gauss. 1 Gauss is equal to 10⁻⁻⁴ Tesla. Thanking you.